athletes. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you're seeing this. Our year is off to a wonderful start, and I want to thank you for all of your hard work as well as your patience as I have been working out some technological issues on my end. It's very important to me that you see my presentations on the screen, my slideshows, and sometimes they're not coming through very clearly. So as I sit here and record this video, I'm working on improving that situation. I've got a few different ideas in mind that I might be able to try to make things just a little bit smoother and a little bit easier. Another purpose of this video today, in addition to saying thank you to all of you, is to let you know what you're going to need for future classes as far as equipment is concerned. Now, it's super important to me that the equipment that we use together while we're enjoying PE in our home gyms is very easy to find for you in the house already. I don't want you to have to run out and buy anything, put anything in any online cart to have delivered to your house. I want you to be able to find it already there, okay? So no need to go out and buy anything new. If I ask you to find something and I'm showing you a certain thing and you don't have that certain thing, you can always substitute. You can find something else that is similar. And I can show you what I mean by that as we go through the items. Now, I was still planning on talking to you about all of this stuff in class, in our future classes, but I wanted to get it out to you and your families now so you can start preparing, so you can have some of this stuff around the house, maybe on hand, maybe put it in a corner somewhere so that when you do have PE and I ask you to use a certain piece of equipment, you say, oh, I know where that is. That's in, the garage, or that's downstairs, or it's in my room somewhere in the closet. So let's go over some of that equipment. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to keep handy is a pair of socks. Now, if you use a pair of your socks, this is going to be used to make a ball. So if you use a pair of your socks, the ball is going to be smaller because your feet are smaller. But if mom or dad or any of your grown-ups give you their socks, like this is a pair of my socks, their feet are bigger, so the ball might be bigger, or it will be bigger, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you want a smaller ball for smaller hands, use your socks. If you'd like a little bit bigger ball, you could use your grown-up socks. So the way you make the ball is you take both socks, okay, and you put them together. You stick them together like they're stuck with Velcro, and you're going to hold the toes, okay? So the elastic part, the part that goes around your calf or your ankle, that's going to be facing down. It's going to be facing south. Now facing north are the toes, right? So what you're going to do now is, just like a sleeping bag, if you've ever rolled up a sleeping bag, you are going to start to roll your socks down towards that bottom elastic, all the way down, okay? And then when you get to this part, okay, it's all rolled up, you are going to take one of the elastic openings and you're going to open it up and you're going to fold it over the rest of the socks, just like this, okay? Oh my gosh, you see what I just did? It popped open. Let me try that again. Okay, there we go. So I folded it over and I have myself a sock ball. Now, if you don't have a sock ball, you also could use a Beanie Baby, right? Beanie Baby is about the same size as a sock ball, and this would also be good to throw. Okay, so another piece of equipment that I'd like you to have handy is a target, something to throw to. So perhaps you have a empty box around the house. So save it, keep it somewhere that you can easily access so it can be a target for you to throw to. We'll be using it for some games. If you don't have a cardboard box, you could use a laundry basket. You could use a trash bin that's currently not being used for trash, a recycling bin that's currently not being used for recyclables. Anything like a box that's empty that you can throw to or in. Another thing I'd like you to have handy is a freezer bag like this, okay? So this is a gallon, and if you have balloons around the house, latex balloons, that would be just as good. But if you don't have balloons, you don't need to run out and get them. You can use one of these, and we're going to use it as a balloon. Okay, so just one of these. I'd also like you to have a plastic bag like this. Okay, there's an activity we're going to do where we toss it up and we have to catch it. It very much behaves like a scarf, those scarves that we have in gym class, in the gym. A water bottle. So we're going to do some water bottle flipping. So if you have a water bottle about this size, it's okay if it's a little bit bigger. You are going to use it, hang on to it, don't recycle it, just keep it aside, and we're going to use it to do some flipping. Okay? Do you have a plastic lid around the house? Okay, this one went on top of some cheese in my refrigerator. But you will see these plastic lids on top of other types of food like yogurt, hummus, lots of different things. So it's a little bit floppier, unlike say like a lid to peanut butter. So this is going to double as a frisbee. Okay, curl to belly, step and throw, works pretty good as a frisbee. So if you have one of these around the house ready to be recycled, just hang on to the lid. If we're out of our Houghton gym long enough, eventually we'll get to a point where we need a ball bigger than the soccer ball. If you don't have a soccer ball or a basketball, then you can take a milk jug like this and we can use it as a soccer ball. We could use it to go through the motions of a basketball shot. Now notice I took some tape, some painter's tape, and I just taped it just to make it a little bit stronger. So this is going to double as a larger ball, like a soccer ball. Now, I may ask you to challenge yourself by throwing from a certain distance. And what you'll need is just like a line to mark the spot that you're throwing from. And you can use so many different things for that. You could use a pillow. It's like, let's throw from this pillow across the room. You could also use painter's tape, which works pretty well. You just pull off a little piece and put it down on the rug or on the floor, and it comes off really easily. And that can be the line that you throw from. You could also use plastic cups. I'd also like you to find a plastic cup around the house that you can use to mark a spot on the floor. It could be a target. It could also be something that you catch with. So a plastic cup. Here's an example of a plastic cup that I had around my house athletes. Very, very durable, not gonna break on me. This would actually be perfect. You could put it on the floor and it could be just a spot that you mark. It also could be something that you catch with. Okay, so a plastic cup. If you don't have one of those plastic cups, you could find one of these. This is like a solo cup that you could use. This also works just as well as this. It's not quite as strong. It's a little bit flimsier, but no worries. It's okay. We won't squeeze it too hard, and this should last us many different uses or many different times. Okay, everyone? So those are some pieces of equipment that I'd like you to find. Oh, there's one more thing. Some paper. Some blank paper that you can use to crumple up into a ball sometimes. And sometimes I won't ask you to crumple it into a ball. Sometimes I'll just ask you to put it flat on the floor. Okay, so more than one piece of paper. I would say maybe 10 to 20 pieces of just regular 8.5 by 11 copy paper. Okay, all right, everyone. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and email me, reach out to me, or ask me in class, and I would be happy to answer them, okay? And remember, if you don't have any of these things, no worries. You're still going to be able to participate fully. We can find things around the house to take the place of these things if you don't have them readily available. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to the rest of our fall together, and then from there, we'll see what's going on. We'll see if we're together in the gym, or if we're still in our home gyms. We are going to make the best of it, no matter what. All right, everyone. See you soon. See you in our digital classroom, in your home gyms. Bye now.